Hey everyone, I'm coming to you from Friday. It's Friday night, the day before my group coaching program closes, and we start tomorrow. And as I was thinking about a few things, I have come such a long way to want what I want, to go after what I want, to make the space in my life to create, to allow, to experience what I desire. And I was just sitting and thinking about the word desire itself. Where does a desire really come from? A desire comes from our higher self. It's our higher self communicating what our potential is, what our power is, what we are here to create. And so when we have a desire, oftentimes what we do is we make that desire dependent upon something. We make it dependent upon the possibility of it happening, the approval, the validation, the reward, the outcome, what she will think, what he will think. It's always dependent on something. And then we take that external thing as a way for us to understand, or as a way for us to gauge if that desire could be birthed. But desire is just a fucking desire, is a desire, is a desire, is a desire. It should never, ever be dependent upon anything. A desire is your higher self, is your true self speaking to you, because it knows that you can do this, that you have the capacity to do this, that it is in your power to create, to allow for yourself to experience this. It is you being on purpose. You know, so many times, so many of us talk about, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Well, what do you desire? And your desires are your purpose. But then you shove your desires to the side because you base on something outside of you to give you proof, to give you validation, to basically tell you if you can do this desire. But a desire comes from your higher self, comes from your truth. And you can own that right now, that if I desire something, it's because I have the capacity to fulfill it. I have the potential to fulfill it. And the desire allows me to experience the fullness of who I am, the potential that is within me, and to birth it and to bring it forth. And one of my desires is to have this group coaching experience and bring on 5 to 10 people who could most be helped, most be benefited in a group coaching setting, diving deep and uncovering the truth of who they are, the love that is within them, the wholeness, their completeness, their good enoughness, their worthiness, their truth. And that has been a desire, and I have been noticing myself throughout this day tripping up about it and being like, oh my gosh, is it going to work? Is it possible? Are people going to enroll? Blah, 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 blah. And not realizing that what I desire what I desire should never be dependent on anything outside of me, because I don't need something outside of me to tell me that I can do this. I need me to tell me that I can do this, that I can hold the space for people to go within themselves and uncover their truth, uncover their power, and to remember the truth of who they are, and to feel worthy and to feel good enough to live the life they really want to live, to fall in love with themselves, because when we fall in love with ourselves, we can then create a life we love. So today's the last day to sign up, and we begin tomorrow, February 18th. And if you're somebody who's watching this right now and you've been following me and you've been hearing me and you've been just, taking it all in, and I share a lot of free content. 95% of what I do is free. And the stuff that I do ask payments for is stuff that I know is my truth, is my desire, wanting to express itself, wanting the fullness of who I am to come out, because it's empowering me to show up and step up in a way. But most of all, it's empowering you to fucking invest in yourself. Because how can anything change if you're not willing to do something differently? If you're not willing to take the time to invest in yourself, to expand, to give yourself the space to grow and expand. And so if you've been following my work and you've just been kind of a silent watcher and silent viewer, I know who you are. You just don't say anything and you don't communicate. You just take it and you go. This is your time. This is your chance to come into a sacred, safe, compassionate space to reclaim, to harness the power of the love within you, to shift your identity, to shift your story, to change the bullshit, to let go of the stories and the perceptions that you have about yourself that are keeping you stuck year after year. You're wondering why your life isn't changing, why this person continues to be mean to you, why you continue to not have the love that you desire, not have the success that you desire, not have the abundance that you desire, because you're not willing to do something differently. Plain and simple. Because you're willing to continue to reiterate, to continue to serve, continue to live with a person that you know you are not. And that's why you have this desire to change. That's why you even seek people, like coaches or as teachers or people who talk about personal development, spirituality, accessing the higher self. That's the reason you even seek that. But nothing changes until you take it all in and decide to do something with it. And this is the opportunity. So that's the opportunity that I've created, is my group coaching program. So today's the last day to enroll. I would love, love, love to work with you. And I'm here for you. I've got your back. The link to it is in my... I'll leave the link to it to the top. You can click the link and you can enroll, and we'll be all set to connect tomorrow. And you miss all the shots you don't take in life, and then you end up living a life you weren't happy with the person you weren't happy with the state of being that isn't your truth. But only you have the power to change your story. And when you do, empower yourself, shit gets really good. Life gets really good. And everyone deserves to feel loved, to feel happy, to feel successful, to feel abundant, to enjoy their life, and to be in love with who they are. All right, that's my riff now. I'll catch you later. Hope you have a beautiful night, beautiful day, beautiful weekend, wherever you are.